Hello, I'm Angel Feliz. This is our eighth chapter of Beauty with Fresh of our outstanding shiny user interface book club from the data science learning community. And so far, we are going to see how we can take advantage of templates that we have already done based on Bootstrap right now using the package Fresh. The first thing we want to show, for example, we have this shiny app, is shiny Bulma, and we just run it. I'm just close all this, and we just run the app. We can see it have this template with these colors. But what happens if we want to change the colors? And we can open this other. Okay, we can say, okay, we can use SAS, the SAS package, and apply the layers. Okay, I have these default colors I want to change. But one important part is that in this case, I need to download the complete bootmap project in my repo. So I'm here in this chapter 8 exercise. I have here outside the bootmap, and I'm pointing to this CSS. So it's importing all files you have in the SAS project. It's importing all this, and it's just creating one CSS for everything. And just compiling here in the, of course, I'm running I think I'm running the app. Oh, I close the app. Okay, it closed the app. I need to load the packages. I have, a really long CSS with all that you need to run the app, basically. And you just need to add it in the page, like using the task hem and start and just placing the CSS to render the UI. If we make this and we run the app, let me see, what's the error? Just the directory. Yeah, you just need to run it manually. And yeah, we see that the app changes, but you really need to download the whole project that you want. That's for Bootmap project. If we go now to the next example, that is from a Bootstrap one, they use BS4 dash, and we see the original dashboard before applying any changes. Here we have green here, we have some blue here. We can change to blue, to dark mom, everything, okay. But I want to change the color. I don't want to see any more blue. I don't want to have this green. And here we do the same. Okay, the light blue, I want this green now. The olive, I want this yellow. The lime now is yellow. And in that case, Bootstrap for BS4 use the admin LTE package. So we already have here. I have both. You need the admin, also you need the Bootstrap one. And when you have both folders, you need to point to the main SAS file, and again, you need to run the whole CSS for the Shiny app. And now isn't any more green, it used to be a green somewhere, and now it's yellow. Now it used to be a blue here, now it's green. And yeah, this is a really good way to do it in a case that that your SAS file won't change, and you have complete control of your variables. It's possible. But as we are going to use this library too many times in too many projects, just copying and pasting those folders is not maybe the best way. So that's why they create Fresh. What does Fresh do? They just take the same folders that we see and just save it in a package. I was expecting to see the source code. If we go to the source code of Fresh, and we go to the ints, ints is when they place everything they want to save as they are, not making any changes. We can see here in assets that they have the Bootstrap project, all variables here. And they also have the admin one for the dashboard. So that's what you're doing. Okay, once you install the package, you already have in your folder somewhere, where you are installing your package, you have all that information. You don't need to, by your own save that folder in your case. And it's a really easy way to download all that information. And they say, okay, great. This package that we're going to see has the possibility to change things from Shiny insert, so Bootstrap 3. You can change for a Shiny dashboard and BS for dash that is using Bootstrap 4. So that's the more updated version one. So whatever of this package that you can change it using Fresh. And you can start for something. You have the Selenium, and and they have a really simple Shiny app. Just to select the theme. Yeah, you can run it using this command. Shiny from GitHub. You are just pointing to a folder, the folder create. And inside that folder, they have all this code. And the main purpose of this, I need to run it manually because this is not in the folder that Shiny was expecting. Let me see. Let me run it one by one, just in case it runs. But that's not the code I was expecting. Select basically. Let me just remove the variables here. Maybe. Let me just take. Maybe I somehow copying and pasting. I break the code. So let me just take it from the repo instead. So it should be working. Error progress bar. Let me just restart the session. Yeah, something in the session. What's happening? So basically, you can see all the things that you have available. That's for original Shiny. And I think it's the same. Like I don't see any changes. Yeah, fresh dashboard, Cosmo. So you just start from one of these templates, and you say, okay, I like this color, but I would like to change this color, and you pick one that you prefer from we have the broom wash, the boots watch CSS theme. Okay, but Fresh doesn't only have those folders available. It has, and for all these projects, just okay, for basis Shiny, yeah, use BS bars. For Shiny dashboard, use admin, and for BS dash, use BS dash. These are the prefix for each function. It have function for the most common variables that you want to change. Yeah, I want to change the color. I have a function just to change border colors. And the main advantage it have listed all the variables that you want to use. So if you want to change any variable, you try to start here from these functions because they are listed. But even though there are many variables that they don't show in these kind of functions, that we can also use them using the bars, and we check the bars is empty, it's an empty box that you can place anything that you need to. And we're going to see in a moment. Uh, of course, now that we are using Fresh, we don't need to point to any folder in my project anymore because we have the folder. So we'll run the app again. We see, yeah, we have the expected behavior, the same thing. It's just that you don't need, I don't need to specify local for the ways, but it's also rendering the whole CSS. Yeah, basically you also using the SAS R package. That's to me a little bit a concern, knowing that it's deprecated, but it seems like we don't have better tools so far for making this. And yeah, just applying the same changes as we saw using this code. And we see here, let's explore the variables. Fresh have the search bars for each one of the templates it supports. If we download everything and just try to pick all bars of the not bar related variables, we have these two data frames. For all bars, we have many really. Let me just count it for all. Is 626 variables available, and most of them are for Bootstrap. So Bootstrap have more details, but for dashboard you just need to know 127. And that's good to know. If we go to the navbar, we see that all the 19 ones are for Bootstrap, and 7 are not related to dark or light theme. I think they are really general. And the other six, and then you have six for light and six for dark, and that's good. That's expected that we see. You see the same variable, just one dark and here we can print the variables that are not related to light or dark, and we see that expanding, font size, brand weight, you know, most of the sizes, border radius, and we can also see the navbar. Most of them are really colors. So you see icon background and everything is color basically. And using the 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 bars, function, you can pass any function that you need to change. Fresh in theme, and yeah, 5, 6. And yeah, putting all together, you can make your changes by part. Like, okay, in this bar, I'm going to change the layout. So I want to change the background color for this thing. Um, I want to change the status for some button. So the light would be this color, the primary would be this other one. And now using just fresh, you can render everything and your shinyui just will apply that thing. As you see here, the same app, just like changing the background colors, and the main advantage, the main point is that we need to use let me see, we need to use the create theme, but we also need to lay out the thing. Let me think I can see it now. They are just pointing create theme, and I think they just placing in order because you have the theme variable, but it has just points, and you can point and just place everything here. It will create the just CSS. And in the Shiny, you can use the fresh theme because it have this argument, but it also fresh also have the use theme. So you have fresh here. You can also use fresh. So let me just do it. I was passing the thing here, but I can, instead of passing this, I can use thing. Yeah, from fresh, and I don't need to place the argument. You just need to hold it, and it will also, what I'm expecting, it will also apply it. Let me just run it manually again. Say invalid argument. Well, we won't have time to debug this. Why it's not working? Well, I saw some example they use it like that in even in the fresh thing documentation. Um, here, just in the body. Maybe it's the session. Let me just confirm that I'm passing to the correct in the correct place. Here. Okay, this is the page.
Yeah, in the
And
body.
yeah, and it's the body. So instead of placing to the page, and they use theme, the ocean theme, passing just to the body. That's the difference. The same behavior, just you have the alternative to pass in the argument or just use the thing. In the first thing is really good in that case. So it's really easy to understand why you need to play the things just using this documentation. For base Shiny ad, you just need to pass to the CSS file. There's no other way. In relation to the status, I really like this vintage. It's really visual. So okay, you can change the status from this behavior that's the default to this behavior. So primary color, change the danger. Also, is less bright. Yeah, but like the background also you change to some gray. The colors, the sidebar. Example, let me see. Yeah, the text now is white somehow. Oh, I'm just confused. Side, okay, the sidebar is this side, and the navbar is in the top. So this is the navbar. They just take it to black, and we're going to see this contrast in a few minutes. That's really good. And just placing all together in one example. Yeah, that's the part. So they have this function bs dash yiq. It's just for making sure that when you are switching from white to dark, you can keep watching the things that you are watching. So if you have black background, your letters should be white. So that's going to make sure using this function, it takes a color as the first argument. As you know, this is a SAS function. uh, it decomposes the color. So I didn't know that SAS have this functionality. So red function takes the color and picks the 255 number and just saving this variable. And the green color and the blue color as well. And they apply this function. If that function is bigger than the threshold, it will take the dark color or take the light color. You will place white and black for that function. The interesting part is that the function implemented doesn't have any color in the parameter. It just taken in automatic. And we can see now how it works in the example here. Um, Color contrast. We have the statuses here. The original code was using the shiny widget select color input, but I wasn't able to make it work with that function. So we are going to use radio button from shiny. So we start with blue, and here we have a white test, but we move, it keeps the same until we go to the warning part, and now it's black. The default is 100, but if we change the threshold, it can take to white, depending. We go to danger, Go to info. I think at this threshold, it doesn't make, any change. But we go maybe here. Now this is black, it changed the behavior. Now success, all this. So we need to make sure that the threshold that we are using for that function is working. How we're making this? Okay, we are just placing the option in the radio buttons or the status that we are having this variable. And then we create observe event, and we identify, the name, the primary warning, and just update the bots. In the CSS part, you have the threshold as a reactive, reactive value, and you will create the SAS agent. You will create the SAS output, and you will place it here in the UI output in the body. So yeah, basically the UI, when you are changing the threshold, the app is not changing. So this change in color is happening, for the SAS login, for the CSS login at this point. It's not affecting of course the app is updating because for the colors comes from the shiny part, but the test color comes from the CSS part. So basically, he's making sure to take the color from the background for us. We don't need to take care of that part. Um, and sidebar. The important part here is that we can also use thematic package. So in that case, the plot we show in the same background. You just need to call thematic shiny just before launching the app. And we go here and try to find the plot, the tab 2. You see now it doesn't show the white background that we used to have for base R plots, because this is just using the histogram function from base R for this. So nothing in your app changes, and thematic will take responsibility of delete the background for your plots. It will the thematic package works for ggplot2 and base R and lattice. I haven't used this one, never in my life. Have you?
I haven't used it.
No, no.
I think it's an older package. I don't think it's used anymore.
Yeah, it could be. Oh, that's really old.
Yeah, I remember, I think back in 2013, there were some tutorials for this when I was learning ggplot2, but
Whoa.
no.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It's really an old.
yeah.
Yeah, I just thinking about that. That's that my only worry that I think team map is not part team map is not part of the list. I know, not team map. Yeah, it's team map in our. Yeah, yeah, team map, because I was uploading this. Um, that's great, but uh, it is not to be supported. And what else? And they are just taking the same app and just say, oh, you can create also a dark thing. And I think you can just add in the layer. Let me see here in the from fresh. Yes, it's in fresh also. In the fresh cold source. On no, it's in this book package. And I need to go to this repo. Mm, book here. So I need to go to this repo. I think is fresh. That thing. No, this thing is dash that thing. Yeah, I just place everything inside the create thing. And it was just render the thing that we need even in the dark one. Also using thematic, um, but they just forget to apply thematic. Bring a new script and copy this thematic. Yeah, now the plug also works, with this because at the end you are not changing anything in this case. You are just creating a different thing. And it seems that this no, it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't have the option to be dark or white as we saw before. This is just dark or it's just the ocean one. That's why they just use it in this way. And yeah, and the same for shiny dashboard, but this is just an old one, and it's the same options, and you just need to pass to the create thing and pass to the object. Then you know it's not I was looking at the new one. So yeah, basically for with fresh, we can update variables really easy. It have really good examples even in the package documentation, so you can go really quickly and understand what I'm going to use and check the examples. And it's really easy to use. It's incredibly easy. It's like, do we really need to know CSS to apply this? And it seems like no, but if you know how it works, you can maybe take a better advantage of why it's doing or you can understand what is happening in the background. So to me, it was a really short but really good chapter that uh, opened the door for us that we are no expert in CSS. That it takes a lot of time to master, to use all the repos they have and the code they have written for us, and we are simple options.
Yeah, definitely. I think Fresh is probably the inspiration for BSLib also because I was looking into the next chapter and there are still, I think, since that chapter was written, there are many new things that BSLib has added for making themes and layouts. And I think I will introduce some of those which are not in the chapter also. One thing that I was wondering is Fresh only up to Bootstrap 4 version, or does it also cover Bootstrap 5?
Now it seems like only boosted 4
Mm-hmm.
because if we go to the source code, I think in the assets, yeah, in the assets we see here always supporting. So we have boosted 4
Mm-hmm.
only. It doesn't have the folder here. It doesn't support it, and also it only goes to the admin tree. So because this is just that BS for Dash is just interface for using the TCSS library also. That
Yeah.
also depends on Bootstrap. It's like, okay, we are using this package, and that depends on Bootstrap, and that's why
Mhm.
you need to have both together always.
Yeah, I think since that chapter on BSLib was written in the book, there has been updates, and now they cover the latest version of Bootstrap on the BSLib website. So I think it would be interesting to compare BSLib with Fresh. It also has that similar uh, app for looking at
Mhm.
themes for background, foreground colors, and fonts, and so on. I think it would be interesting comparison for
No,
people who have
really.
older versions of Shiny using Bootstrap 4. I think Fresh is a very good option, um, and some of their themes are very good. And for BSLib, we could use the latest version of Bootstrap.
Yeah, yeah, really. I think that Fresh won't have, you know, we need to see how easy it is, because to me the main advantage of using Fresh um is this function. You know that you know
Mm,
what are the bars until we're no, master finding variables. So if we go here and just see the reference, what they just write to, this variable is important. Let me try, to just change something here before,
mm.
go deeper, because Bootstrap is too long.
Yeah, yeah.
So I really like this. It seems like this package doesn't have much refresh in this case. Like,
Mm,
you know, it was just launched at 2019. It just received this important update 4 years ago, and now they just add these two functions. So
mm.
it's not like they are making many updates for this
Yeah.
package. It's a really mature one. Even though it have zero point 0.2 version, it should be maybe a one. It's like really stable. They are not
Mm,
making many changes to this package.
yeah.
So to me, maybe BS Lib, I hope that it's more complex so you can make more things.
Mhm.
But to me, it was a really good idea for the book. Just introduce Fresh first, so we
Mm,
can understand what it's doing in the background. I think that BS Lib maybe it's doing something similar, but we can see it. BS Lib in R. I think that's the package name. Yeah, yeah, BS
yeah.
Lib, and we go to the source code in the Insta. I'm hoping you have the same structure so we can see Bootstrap somewhere. So we have SAS utility. I have more folders here. BS lead SAS. It has their own variables.
Yes, has that built-in BS5 / Shiny folder, which has, I think, Bootstrap 5 variables.
But yeah, maybe yeah. But it's like, but I don't see where they are saving the Bootstrap. They have components, example Shiny, fonts, templates, utilities, theme. No, no, no. I don't know what
Mhm.
strategy they are using really.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like they are saving the whole Bootstrap here.
Mm,
So it will be really interesting next week to see how they are making these adjustments to use and keep updated this app, because Fresh have this disadvantage. Maybe they will create a new package to support Beautify, just to don't have all those SAS
mm.
variables stored in the package, because you don't want to have a package that takes too much space, or for variables that you won't use.
Yeah. Yeah.
Scratch
Mm.
test, maybe build this TypeScript tools. I will really, I will be that will be a, a, a question to solve for next week.
Yeah.
How they are
Yeah.
managing, to support
I know that
Bootstrap 5. Yeah.
on the BSLib website, they have a page that has all the Bootstrap variables. But I don't know where in this directory structure they store that.
Yeah. Components, layouts, theming.
I think it's if you go in the theming and then utility
Mm-hmm.
classes, somewhere there's that a table that has all the Bootstrap variables. Maybe not on this page, but somewhere in the documentation there is a table. I watched a related talk that was from the PositConf, and there the speaker showed that table from the VSLib website.
Yeah, yeah, you will show it.
Yeah,
So I think, yeah, we are Bootstrap.
that's just the Bootstrap website. Yeah,
Yeah, that's the Bootstrap website. Example, theme, blocks, docs. Amazing. But wait, that's a really long topic to see. If you have any other comments, I think we are done for fresh. It's a really simple package. Simplicity sometimes is good. You know what it's doing, how it's doing it,
yeah,
and you know how what to expect from it.
yeah. It's been a great presentation as always. Thank you.
Great. See you not next week because we are going to have
Yeah,
stop next week for New Year. But see you in the next class.
yeah,
Bye bye. Happy New Year.
yeah. Bye.